Hans GC Flammenwerfer.
Fuck, that's so. You can kiss my fucking ass.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I just recorded a whole video, but I decided to do it again because of the inappropriate language I used. So let's call this video "My View on Politics" Part 2. And I like to start talking about Egypt. My name is Omar. I'm born in the Netherlands and I'm half Egyptian. My father is Egyptian, and I've always been very proud of being half Egyptian. Now, I must say that that pride has mostly gone and has diverted to Arab pride because I'm very proud of the people of Yemen and the strong people of Palestine and Iraq, etc. I'm totally ashamed of the Egyptians, the modern Egyptians, of the modern country of Egypt, its people. Yeah, its people and its leadership. Why do I say this? Although there are many beautiful people in Egypt still, a great part of the society which I talk to, majority the younger generation, is totally perverted, has lost its roots, has lost its religion. Is maybe just like Americans, huh? It's like if I meet people online, if I talk to young Egyptian, it's the same if I'm talking to a young American guy, maybe even worse. Yeah, they think that they are pharaohs, show you it's great. Yeah, maybe I have some blood from the ancient Egyptians, maybe they have too. Yeah, that's great. But we accepted monotheism. We've been through Judaism, Christianity, Moses, and all that to come to a point where we accepted Islam, where we became Arab, where a great part of our society also became Arab. But what people don't understand is that ancient Egypt is a Semitic race. Ancient Egyptian is a Semitic language, just as the Arab. So it's cousins from each other. So the transition from ancient Egyptian to Arab isn't a big one. Yeah. And the whole idea of monotheism, the idea started also in Egypt. That being said, the first democratically elected president of Egypt, yeah, President Morsi, got ousted by a coup d'etat by some paid off puppet of the USA and Israel. Yeah, they put him in prison and they killed him. They imprisoned 50,000 people, more than 50,000 people. A lot of people have disappeared and they killed people. They tortured them and they put them in the worst prisons imaginable on the planet. Then the guy who committed the coup starts building a second capital worth billions, but it's a total failure and a total economical disaster. The guy is a total failure. He bought hundreds of American Abrams tanks, which are the worst of the worst. America wanted to get rid of these tanks because they say you can drive for 1 hour and then you need to replace all kinds of parts in the tank. So bad is it, and it uses so much fuel that you can't go far. They're crap. They're all crap. So they boast with all their American tanks. Then they kill their own civilians. They imprison their own civilians. All right, and then they start bombing the Sinai because they failed in the first place by preventing any criminal factions from setting up bases there, which I highly doubt in the first place. Then they bomb their own people in the Sinai. Yeah, they push all the Christians out of the Sinai. Then there come elections, etc., protests, people get imprisoned again. This country, Egypt, has turned into North Korea. This is a despot, dictator, puppet from Bibi Netanyahu and from America. Yeah, it's not an Egyptian. He has nothing to do with Egypt. This generation is bringing the greatest shame on Egypt ever possible, ever imaginable. It's insane. All right. So they are complicit in this massacre. Maybe they even planned the massacre. Maybe they gave the green light to the massacre. They're aiding the massacre. They're blocking the aid. They're making shady business on the border with Gaza. They're not letting the people in. They're not helping at all. So these people are completely pretend to be. I'm sorry to say, but I talked to Egyptians and they became super fake, super arrogant people, super egoistic. Not what I'm used from Egyptian people, which are normally the most attentive, the most generous, the most friendly, and also brave people. But now it's totally changed. These people became Jewish, they became Judaized. They've become part of the America, Israel, Europe. They want to be part of this. Look, when I say I support Putin, it's because I support traditional values. That's what I support in Putin. I support religion, I support God, and I support traditional values. I'm against the homosexualization and the sexualization of kids. I don't like all this stuff. I'm against it. Yes, everybody is free. I come from the Netherlands, where you get like you go crazy from how much it's there, you know. I don't have to see all this stuff. I don't want it. So I immigrate also to Eastern Europe, where people are still a little bit normal, because the shit just going way too crazy. People in Arab countries wouldn't even understand how perverted Western society really is. So that's why I support Putin. Now if you look at Egypt, Egypt is becoming very perverted as well. The people are becoming perverted. They're they're how do you say that? They're weakening their roots. You see, they think they're strengthening their roots, because this has all to do with the racism of the past years, the global conditioning. Yeah, this whole Afrocentric Negroid racism against Semitic people. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you actually what is the plan. They're conditioning the Negroid population of America, because these Dananites and the Khazars, they want to get rid of their Negroids as a problem, like the European Jewish problem. So they're conditioning these Negroids with this idea of Yakub and Egypt, that they make them believe that they're the original inhabitants of Egypt. Yeah, so they started already movements like Afrocentrism. It's the same as Zionism. It's Africans, it's African Americans claiming to be Egyptian. They claim that they should be in Egypt, they have the right to Egypt, and the people living in Egypt right now are not supposed to be there. They're just slave drivers, they're dirty Arab invaders. So it's the most racist group after Zionism on this planet. Yeah, so you see, National Socialism is just based on a political view, has nothing to do with racism. But the real racists are primarily, the black people and these Jewish people. They're the biggest racists on the planet. All right, the biggest. Sorry to say so, but they're full of hatred towards other people, and they're full of this idea that they're better than everybody else, that they're some kind of chosen people from God. But to come back on this point, there is this whole Afrocentric racism against Egyptians. I've been attacked multiple times by black people telling me that I'm an invader of Egypt, blah blah blah. If the people they're friendly to you, they ask where you're from. Oh, I'm half Egyptian, and they get mad at you and they start attacking you. This is crazy. It's insane. We can disprove it easily. Yeah, Egypt has an amazing history. It's one of the oldest countries in the world, but the ancient Egyptian culture is a Semitic culture. It's a Semitic language. The language sounds very much like Arabic. So the transition from ancient Egyptian to monotheism to Islamic to Arabic was very easy to make, because we're one and the same kind of peoples, we're one of the same cousins. Has nothing to do with Bantu. We can actually prove that most of the Negroid society of Africa all come from West Africa. It's called the Bantu. They have a different language. They all live in shit huts. They're warrior tribes. They're hunter gatherers, Stone Age people. They're not farmer societies. They're not the civilized city building blah blah societies. No, they're like Indians. with the nature. This is beautiful, by the way. So if you think that is something bad, that's your problem. That's not my problem. You are the racist and you hate yourself. I love Indian people, and I don't mean from India, but Native Americans, for example. It's beautiful, in love with this nature, beautiful, this thing. You don't have to be a pyramid builder, you don't have to be a empire builder, you don't have to be a slave driver. It's beautiful the way you are. You go in the jungle and it's great. I love it. I love to go to the forest. It's great. But don't lie, you're not from Egypt. Just fuck off. You're not Egyptian and you never will be. You tried to invade Egypt before the Kushites. You ruled for the two dynasties and then you got kicked out again. And that's it. That's all. You're not Egyptian. Point. So, fucking politics. I hate politics, but politics are fucking important because I have to deal with the stupid decisions y'all make. So I'm gonna mingle in this decision making. I'm gonna put my voice and my opinion out there, that my voice be heard. And this is just sense. I'm trying to make sense of all this nonsense. Yeah, I'm not a racist. My best friends were black. I have nothing against African people. Yeah, Egypt is also in Africa, all right? So let us get that behind. You should get proud of what you have, and I am proud of what I have, yeah? Because essentially, what the world is trying to do is destroy and diminish every sense of pride that real Semitic people have, and not white people. White people are not Semitic, and I made long videos about this. White people are not Semitic. Jewish is a religion. Hebrew is a race of people, is a language. That is a Semitic language. If you are an Arab Jew, then you are Semitic. If you are an Ashkenazi, whatever fucking Jew, you're not Semitic. Point. So the most anti-Semitic people on the planet are the fake Jews. They're the most anti-Semitic. People who are Islamophobic is anti-Semitic because Islam is Arabic. It's all written in Arabic. The people are Arabic. The Prophet is Arabic. So this is anti-Arabic. So it's fucking anti-Semitic. Don't you fucking understand? Burning a Quran is anti-Semitic. Saying the truth about fake Jews is not anti-Semitic. So we're gonna put an end to this. We're gonna make global organizations. Yeah, it's finished now. It's over. We fought you before, and we will fight you for 100 years more, 1,000 years more. I don't care. We're gonna do this. Even if I need to come back as a ghost, I'm gonna haunt you for life. This is the great awakening. We need to make changes in this world, and we need to make changes in Egypt and in the Arab world. We need to unite. We need to be one. We need to be one people, united under one banner. Ein Reich, ein Volk, ein Führer. Yeah, this is the great awakening. We're gonna do this. Allahu Akbar. You know it. Allah is the greatest. Subhanallah. Peace.